In northern North Dakota, the Highway Patrol says a pickup driver lost control of his vehicle at an intersection near Max Bass early this morning. The troopers are not releasing his name yet, but they do say he was a 28-year-old from Max Bass. Fargo voters say yes to Tim Mahoney for another term as mayor. He won re-election with 40% of the vote in Tuesday's election. Arlette Preston came in second with 20% of the vote. Shannon Rowers-Jones had 15% at third. 4 other candidates were also vying for the mayor's job. An influx of voters within the last hour of the polls being open delayed results in Cass County until after 10:30 last night. Mahoney says there is a laundry list of items next on his list to tackle. He is focusing on making Fargo more friendly to the arts and making old homes new again.
2 major items that we have to take care of is the budget, which we'll do, but the other exciting things is the Performing Arts Center. I would like us to get rolling on that and see what we can do with the Civic Center. And then we also have to address the Fargo Dome. So those are type of things that we have to look in the public, that we have to get public input, and let's see what we can do in those areas.
Fargo City Commissioners Dave Pepcorn won re-election and newcomer Denise Kolpak won the other open seat. Mahoney says he's excited to welcome a new face to the group.
It's always nice to have a new commissioner and try to see what you can do to help bring them into the job and help them understand what we do as the City of Fargo. A lot of things do move kind of quickly, and I think our new candidate will do well in that position.
Mahoney has served as the City of Fargo's mayor since 2015. Before that, he served 10 years as a city commissioner. We'll get to more election results in just a few minutes, but first this morning, we want to get a check of your Fast Track forecast with meteorologist Lisa Green. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. Thankfully, a quieter start to the day today. We've got a pretty start to the day, too, in Devil's Lake. Some sunshine out there, and more of us will get to enjoy that as the day goes on. 60 degrees in Fargo, 57 in the Grand Forks and Thief River Falls area. In Devil's Lake, we're also at 57 and 63 currently in Fergus Falls. So temperatures are comfortable. That humidity is down, so that muggy feel is gone for now here in the region. We do have some clouds in the east and south especially, and some showers associated with that. That's all moving eastward. You can see some clearer skies for a time coming up during midday and into the afternoon. I expect that. Then more clouds move in for later on this evening, but midday looking pretty good to be out at the pool. Temperatures in the upper 70s, some sun. It will get windy. We're looking at gusts into the 30s by the afternoon with that wind out of the southwest. And then, of course, you see behind me the intense heat coming our way. So a couple of quieter days before the heat of summer moves in. In fact, we're looking at 100 by Father's Day on Sunday.
Any cleanup from the storms? Want to get it done soon. Otherwise, it's just going to be too hot the next over the weekend to do it.
Yeah, you're going to want to find some air conditioning and stay in it, or at least a nice cool lake out there, too.
All right, Lisa, thank you. Back to our election coverage this morning. Fargo voters said yes to term limits for city commissioners. 88% said yes, 12% said no. That means commissioners will only be allowed to serve 3 4-year terms, which is 12 years total. If you want to be the mayor and a city commissioner, you can serve up to 16 years. It was a crowded race for Fargo School Board this time around. 15 candidates were vying for 5 open seats. The top vote getters are Melissa Birkland, Katie Christensen, Greg Clark, Nyamal Day, and Robin Nelson. U.S. Senator John Hoeven easily won North Dakota's Republican primary with 78% of the vote. He has held that seat since 2011 and has the endorsement from the state Republican Party. His Republican challenger, Riley Kuntz, is from Dickinson and works in the oil patch. Hoeven will now face newcomer Katrina Christensen in November's general election. She won 77% of the vote to challenger Michael Steele, who had 23%. Christensen is an assistant professor at the University of Jamestown. And we are tracking nearly 50 races on our website. You can check out the ones you're interested in, valleynewslive.com. Just click on the election results for the full list. A Brainerd, Minnesota woman is dead after being hit by a car while walking a horse on the side of the road. The Crow Wing County Sheriff's Office says a pickup driver hit the horse and the woman around 7 Monday night. The 33-year-old woman died at the scene. That horse also died. A West Coast murder suspect is in the Cass County Jail this morning after being arrested in Horace. Police say 25-year-old Kyra Cornerly Burton has a warrant out for his arrest out of Kern County, California. They took him into custody yesterday afternoon. He will be in Fargo while awaiting extradition. A Fergus Falls man is in jail accused of threatening a mass shooting. Court records say police were tipped off last Friday about 32-year-old Daniel Jennings threatening a mass shooting through an online video game. When authorities raided his home, they found several guns and a hit list with people's names and addresses. Jennings is facing multiple felony charges, including terroristic threats and being a felon in possession of a firearm. He was previously convicted of burglary. The Biden administration is releasing more oil from the nation's strategic petroleum reserve. The Department of Energy says 45 million barrels of crude oil have been made available. It's part of a plan to release 1 million barrels of crude oil a day for 6 months. The White House hopes the release of oil will provide some relief from supply issues caused by the war in Ukraine. Right now, it is prime tick season in North Dakota and Minnesota. And after that muggy weather and the higher temps in the water, well, you'll want to protect yourself before you get bit by some of those nasty bugs out there right now. The Valley Today's JC Dodd joins us live with everything you need to know when you're spending time in the great outdoors. Good morning, JC.
Good morning, Jordan. Yes, it is a picture-perfect morning moment even here at Orchard Glen Park, just south of Fargo. It is absolutely beautiful. It's a great morning to get out and enjoy the outdoors, but with that comes precaution because, like you said, mosquitoes and ticks, it is prime season to get those bites. And like we were saying all morning, you could walk away with more than just a few of those bites if you're heading out to enjoy the outdoors. So on the tick front, if you are heading out, you want to make sure you're wearing long clothing. You want to cover your ankles, wear those long socks. And when you get home, it is crucial that you hot shower, rinse your clothes in hot water to make sure you're not having any ticks on them. And Jordan, like you mentioned, make sure you're checking your pets too. In both North Dakota and Minnesota, the deer tick species can carry Lyme disease, which is a very dangerous and serious disease that comes with a simple tick bite. So you want to make sure you're protecting yourself using a bug spray that has DEET in it, and making sure while you're enjoying the outdoors before it gets too hot this weekend, like Lisa was saying, you're protecting yourself.
And if you do get bit and something seems off, go talk to your doctor right away. JC Dodd reporting live this morning. Good advice. Thank you. It is now 6:58. In our consumer alert, 13 infant deaths are prompting Fisher-Price and safety regulators to warn parents not to let their infants fall asleep in these rockers. Take a look, see if you have any of them. Now the warning applies to Fisher-Price's infant to toddler and newborn to toddler rockers. The company says infants should never be left unattended or unrestrained in those rockers. A new rule requiring that infant sleep products have a sleep surface angle of 10 degrees or less goes into effect next week. A bear that broke into a home in Canton, Connecticut was euthanized and 4 of her cubs died after being tranquilized. There you see the cubs. They were just caught on that camera there roaming. A family called police after they had found a bear broke into their window and ransacked the kitchen. The animal was found at the edge of the property with food taken from the home. Game wardens said that it showed no signs of fear or wariness, and that's not typical of a bear. Because of that, the animal was euthanized. 4 of the 6-month-old cubs were found in a nearby tree and captured, and they were relocated, although one of the cubs did not revive after it was tranquilized. The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on. More live up-to-the-minute news and weather coming up for you on the Fargo CW. Otherwise, have a great day.